Heads up, fellow African travelers. Captain Ibrahim Traoré's government just made a huge move on Burkina Faso's immigration policies. We're breaking down exactly which countries now get visa-free access to Burkina Faso, the potential impact of this decision, and what it means for trade and tourism. Get ready to pack your bags because this could be your next adventure. Let's dive in. Burkina Faso has just announced a groundbreaking policy change that's going to make travel within the region so much easier. They're offering visa-free entry to citizens of a select group of African countries. Now this is a big deal, and I'm going to break down exactly who benefits and why it matters. So which countries are on the lucky list? As of right now, Burkina Faso has extended this visa-free policy to citizens of Benin, Cape Verde, Côte d'Ivoire, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone and Togo. That's a pretty significant chunk of West Africa covered. If you're a national of any of these countries, you can now pack your bags and head to Burkina Faso without the headache and expense of applying for a visa. Think about the implications. Imagine you're a Ghanaian entrepreneur wanting to explore business opportunities in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. Before you'd have had to navigate the often complex and time-consuming visa application process. Now you can simply book your flight, show your passport upon arrival, and get straight to work. Or maybe you're a student from Senegal looking to participate in a cultural exchange program in Bobo-Dioulasso. No more scrambling for visa appointments. You can focus on your studies and getting the most out of your experience. This isn't just about convenience, it's about fostering stronger regional ties, boosting tourism and stimulating economic growth. Think about the increase in trade, collaboration and cultural understanding that this policy can facilitate. By removing this barrier to entry, Burkina Faso is essentially inviting its neighbors to connect, collaborate, and contribute. It sends a powerful message of unity and cooperation within the African continent. We'll dive more into the economic implications a little later, but for now, let's acknowledge how this move truly simplifies life for so many people across West Africa. Why is Burkina Faso opening its doors wider than ever before to its African brothers and sisters? The answer lies in a compelling narrative of Pan-Africanism, economic ambition, and a deep desire for regional stability. For years, Burkina Faso, despite its landlocked status and the challenges it faces, has consistently championed a vision of a united and prosperous Africa. The leaders in Ouagadougou deeply believe that the free flow of people, ideas and trade is essential to unlocking the continent's immense potential. Imagine a scenario where a skilled Burkinabe doctor can easily travel to Nigeria to lend their expertise during a health crisis, or a talented Ghanaian artist can effortlessly exhibit their work in a Burkinabe gallery, fostering cultural exchange and understanding. This is the kind of interconnectedness Burkina Faso envisions. This decision is not just based on idealistic principles, there's a strong economic rationale as well. By removing visa barriers, Burkina Faso hopes to attract more tourists, investors, and entrepreneurs from across the continent. Think about the ripple effect. More flights, more hotels, more restaurants, and more jobs. This influx of economic activity can inject much-needed capital into the Burkinabe economy and spur growth in various sectors, from agriculture to technology. Furthermore, the increased ease of travel can facilitate cross-border trade, allowing Burkinabe businesses to access larger markets and expand their reach. But the motivations go even deeper than economics. Burkina Faso is acutely aware of the security challenges facing the Sahel region. By fostering closer ties with its neighbors, it hopes to strengthen regional cooperation and combat shared threats like terrorism and organized crime. Imagine intelligence sharing becoming easier, joint military exercises being simplified, and cross-border policing becoming more effective. Visa-free travel can foster trust and understanding between communities, making it harder for extremist groups to exploit vulnerabilities and recruit new members. In essence, Burkina Faso is investing in a more secure and stable future for itself and its neighbors. The decision is also a powerful symbol of solidarity. In a world where borders are often used to divide and exclude, Burkina Faso is choosing to embrace a more inclusive and welcoming approach. It's a bold statement that says, we are all Africans and we are all in this together. This is particularly poignant given the history of colonial borders that have artificially divided communities and hampered progress for far too long. Burkina Faso is essentially saying, we are actively working to undo those divisions and create a more integrated and unified continent. This message of unity and progress resonates deeply with many Africans who yearn for a future where they can move freely and easily across their own continent. What this means for you in intra-African travel. Burkina Faso's visa-free policy is more than just a headline. It's a significant step toward easier intra-African travel and fostering stronger economic and social ties. But what does this actually mean for you, the potential traveler, investor, or entrepreneur? Let's break it down. Firstly, if you're a citizen of Benin, Cape Verde, Côte d'Ivoire, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, or Togo, this eliminates a major hurdle. No more lengthy visa application processes, appointment scheduling, or potential denials. You can now spontaneously book a flight, pack your bags, and explore Burkina Faso with ease. This simplifies tourism immensely. Imagine attending festivals like FESPACO without visa anxieties, or experiencing the unique cultural traditions firsthand. The potential for tourism growth is huge, and this policy directly benefits citizens from the participating nations. Beyond tourism, this visa-free access fosters increased business opportunities. Entrepreneurs can now travel more freely to explore market potential, network with local businesses, and establish partnerships. Imagine a Nigerian tech startup seeking to expand into Burkina Faso. This policy streamlines the initial market research phase significantly. Similarly, Burkinabe entrepreneurs can more easily access larger markets in Nigeria or Ghana. This increased mobility can lead to a surge in trade, investment, and innovation across the region. However, it's crucial to remember that visa-free access doesn't automatically guarantee entry. You'll still need a valid passport, potentially proof of sufficient funds, and evidence of onward travel or accommodation. Border officials may also ask about the purpose of your visit, so be prepared to clearly and concisely explain your intentions. Familiarize yourself with Burkina Faso's entry requirements and customs regulations before you travel to avoid any potential issues at the border. Finally, this policy highlights a growing trend towards Pan-Africanism and greater regional integration. It sets a positive example for other African nations to follow, potentially leading to even more visa-free agreements in the future. Support these initiatives by actively participating in intra-African tourism and trade. Share your experiences, promote the beauty and diversity of the continent, and contribute to the growing narrative of African unity. Burkina Faso's decision isn't just about easing travel, it's about building a more connected and prosperous Africa for all. We've covered which countries are included, potential economic benefits, and what this means for regional integration. Now, if you found this information valuable and want to stay updated on similar developments across the continent, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments which countries you'd like to see adopt similar policies. And of course, subscribe for more insightful videos on African affairs and economic news. Your support helps us create more content like this. Don't miss out. Subscribe now.